Wasim, thank you for being with us. Now, what we heard earlier was that intelligence sources were saying that the elder Qawashi brother had visited Yemen in 2011, this for religious studies, that he met with late al-Qaeda preacher Anwar al-Awlaki during his stay. What do we know about this man?
We know for sure that he's been in Yemen. We know that he met people from al-Qaeda in Yemen, but I'm pretty sure that he didn't meet Awlaki.
So, you don't find that statement credible?
Yes, it doesn't sound to me very, very credible. He met people from Al-Qaeda. He got a training there, but he didn't meet Awlaki. Awlaki was killed, as you know, by a drone in 2011. He didn't get to meet him. He was there, he got trained, but he didn't get to meet him. It's only the Yemeni intelligence who are saying so. The Americans didn't confirm this, and sources pretty close to Al-Qaeda said that he didn't. But they didn't deny that he was there and that he met them. So we should take this in consideration. And of course, here at France 24, we were among the first to say since day one that the Yemeni path or the Yemeni track should be followed very, very seriously. Even before that, we knew that he was actually there or he visited the country. Why? Because as we know, the target has a huge significance for Al-Qaeda. Charlie Hebdo was designated by Ayman Zawahiri himself as a target. Sharp, the cartoonist, was mentioned in Inspire, which is the official magazine in English of Al-Qaeda, as the most wanted person. In the latest Inspire, which came out on the 25th of December, France was designated as a target, Air France was designated as a target, and even a branch of Total, which is a petroleum French company, was hit in Yemen. So Al-Qaeda is in war with France, either in Mali, in the Sahel region, either in Somalia with the Shabab. A French operation took place there less than a year ago. So France is on all the fronts against Al-Qaeda. And the way, the modus operandi of these two guys, the coordination between them shows that they are trained and that they are prepared. Some people talked about the arms, but the arms are easy to get in France and easy to use. A Kalashnikov is very easy to use, but the level of coordination between them, their capability of leaving the scene, the capability of still being on the run. This shows that these guys were really prepared and that they prepared this operation maybe years ago. So, and even though one of the witnesses on spot, the woman who opened the door for them, said also since day one that they talked about Al-Qaeda in Yemen, which was maybe a bit bizarre at the beginning, because we know that Al-Qaeda is Al-Qaeda in the Arabic Peninsula. But Al-Qaeda in Yemen is the most known name of this group, and we shouldn't forget that this group is the most dangerous group for Western countries and Western interests. This is why Washington is making operations there, either by drone or either by commando operation, since more than a decade. So it's really particular. This Yemeni branch of Al-Qaeda is the only branch who is operational and who can make, who had the means and the skills to make operations outside, and I guess that this path or this option is being conferred more and more by the hour.
And what do we know about the Yemeni training camps and how many foreign fighters, so perhaps European fighters, are involved and are being trained there?
Yes, not much. It's nothing compared with the Islamic State, but we have to be careful also because the aim of the Islamic State is to build a state. So they call people to join them with their families and to stay on spot in Syria or in Iraq. While the aim of Al-Qaeda since day one is to make terror attacks in the West. So for them, it's they could train some people, but people who are in Western countries already are more efficient, if we may say so. Some are saying that this operation of the two brothers is something maybe a lot similar to what happened in Boston with the brothers Tsarnaev, because the operation is homemade. And
the target is very different.
And the target is very different, but the operation is homemade, and it could be claimed after by Al-Qaeda, which happened regarding Boston. But one more time, many people made the mistake at the beginning to link this with the Islamic State, because the Islamic State is all over the place in the media, and we had a tendency to forget a bit the efficiency of Al-Qaeda and the real danger that Al-Qaeda represents for France and for Western countries as a whole. So today the war is on so many fronts. France is on so many fronts. For 20 years, we didn't have any terror attack in Paris, which is a real achievement for French authorities. But today, Western societies and Western authorities are facing a real dilemma because they don't have the means, the human means, to put the man behind each suspect. Each suspect needs between 20 and 30 persons to put them under surveillance for 24 hours.
And how many suspects are we talking about here?
Today we are talking for at least 200 suspects who are really dangerous. But today you don't need to go to Yemen to have military skills. You can learn on the internet. The Tsarnaev brothers made their bomb in their kitchen. So that's what's different today.
Okay, Wasim Nas, thank you very much for that. Let's